we're good to go. So let's get in another mission in Mercury if we can. It'd be great. We can go to Caloris or Caloris. I'm gonna go with Caloris. But it's an exterminate mission. Those are my favorites. They're my favorites because they're so simple. They usually don't yield too much experience, so it kind of sucks there. But the mission's pretty straightforward. You get a counter in the game under your mini-map, I believe, or on your mini-map, and it tells you how many enemies are in the level. Just gotta kill them all, get to the exit, and we're good. So here we go. Here's a mining level. Hopefully, we need to get the artifact module for my sub mission. So okay, well, if we find one, we'll certainly try. But hopefully, there's that thing that I was talking about where the geometry kind of impedes our movement. It's kind of stupid, but hey, you know, can't always be a winner, right? Can't always be a winner. Wow. Okay. Did not mean to do that. That was an accident, but at least it kind of worked out for the better here. Anything up here? No? Okay. Well, I guess we're headed on to the actual mission. We have 61 enemies to dispatch, so that's what we're going to do. Do it. Wow. Okay. Awesome. Oh no, it's just Grenier. Usually when I do exterminate missions, they're usually infested. Don't really like those guys. Those guys are kind of dicks. Don't really like those guys. If I'm to be honest, you know, if I'm completely honest about that, they're not my favorite. Really annoying. Great. Well, we can't even make it in there, so we get locked out? Looks like we got locked out of the system. Let's just cipher or decipher that. And well, we can go through there later. Someone just threw a grenade at me? Really? Alright. Fine. Oh, that was really easy. I thought there was more than one guy in here because it was a really dark red. Usually when it's really dark red, that means that there's a lot of enemies in there, and then usually when it turns lighter, it means there's like only one or two left. Something like that. Hey! We found a mod! So there we go, submission complete. There's a melee mod. Seeing how low level this place is that we're doing. It's going to be a really low level mod, so I don't know if it's even going to be worth it, but you know, might as well check it out, and if it's a melee mod, you know, whatever. Regardless of how effective it is, I guess I could keep it because you never know when I'm going to want to level another weapon. We all have to start from 0, so that's fantastic. What's up? Dead. Oh, some guy just came through the door. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Bye. Hope it wasn't your last day for retirement like that other guy. That guy got the short end of the stick. He was fucked.
The Grenier assault team is headed your way.
That guy got the short end of the stick. That's for damn sure. So let's see. It looks like everyone seems to be up there, aside from this guy who had the unfortunate duty of guarding these two like service elevators. Well, that's what happens, you know. It's not every day that I jump in and ruin shit for people. Although I can. I certainly can. That would be great. It would be fantastic. So I don't know if I'm even going to do, you know, the planets after this because they're just so... Yeah, I don't even know. The game will probably get extremely repetitive if it isn't, you know, repetitive enough in your eyes. It's just, you know, we get a slightly different randomized level and we have an objective and we need to complete it. So if that's not your jam, then this game is probably not for you. If you don't mind that though, you know, just kind of sort of doing variations of the same thing over and over again, then you'll probably like this game. Probably will. Especially if you like Space Ninjas, because you know Space Ninjas they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool guys. pretty cool guys, not gonna lie. What the hell? Oh, I can't wait until we find the more powerful ones, like the heavy one with the shield, the crazy one with the napalm, the one with the grenade launchers. Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. I don't even know why I'm killing all of these with my axes. I actually didn't really plan to. I was just gonna kind of go through and shoot the shit out of everything, but you know, hey, why not, right? You know, my axes could use the levels. Happy to oblige. You're coming up the stairs, and that will go through you. So bye. Seems like there's more of you jerks around here, so. Well, let's see. Oh, you're up there. Yes, I know. I could shoot you. I don't want to do that though. I will freeze you though, or attempt to anyway. Excuse me. Hey, another mod. What is it this time? Shotgun. Boo. I don't plan to really use a shotgun at all. In fact, if there's any character that I would even consider to have a shotgun, it would be my Frosty guy here, because he's a pretty big dude. That kind of goes with his character. But nope, not a shotgun guy. Although I'll probably regret that and regret saying that. And we'll probably use a shotgun or two at some point in this game if I don't get bored of it real quick. Oddly enough, for as repetitive as I've talked about and said, it's still really fun. It's still really fun. Usually when I happen upon that moment where I know that I'm grinding for stuff, it kind of takes the fun out of games, RPGs. And I just get kind of pissed and bored, and I just stop playing. But so far, not so much. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. It's great. It's fun. It's a good way to wind down after a not necessarily long day at work, but it's a day at work in general. Seems like no matter what happens at work, I usually never leave stress-free. That's not usually the case. Usually something happens, and then I don't necessarily voice my concern about that work, because it's not really. I don't need to do that. I don't need to bring that to light for other people, but most of the time when I do leave work, I leave work, kind of semi-stressed out, no matter how long or how short the shift was. It's just that place, man. That place, just being there, smelling the air and all that stuff. It just, ugh. I get angry just being there, Even if I'm having a good time, it's just, that place just kind of pisses me off, but, whatever. It's not necessarily like one thing or another, it's just factors overall. Like, I love the people I work with, Anyone that's, see my Mario Action board knows this, or when I go off on random ramblings like this, I don't have a problem with the people I work with. In fact, most of the people that I work with, they're pretty cool, They're pretty geeky, like me. Although I think I kind of take the cake in some regards, because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one at work that does, gameplay videos for YouTube and comments about and makes a commentary over them. So, as far as I know, I don't know if anyone else does that, but a few people know that I do this, and they're thoroughly entertained, especially, they're thoroughly entertained, especially because in these videos I talk a lot, and if you know me in real life, if you ever get to meet me in real life, you wouldn't believe that this is me, because I tend to keep to myself a lot, I try not to interrupt people, because I know that's rude, and I know that, I don't really like being interrupted myself. Although I'm a pretty laid-back guy, so even if I got interrupted anyway, I still probably wouldn't really give a shit. But that's just, I think I let someone get through their entire thought process generally before I utter anything, and usually when I do, it gives me a lot of time to think, and to just kind of be like, all right, I'm gonna absorb everything that they're saying, and then if I have any feedback, you know, to go over with, I'll do that. Usually I don't though, and usually I can answer how I feel about the situation in you know, four words or less. That's usually how real life goes. Pretty boring guy in real life. Pretty boring guy. In fact, I'm probably pretty boring on here too, but you know, this is probably the highlight of me being as uppity and talkative and sociable as you'll probably see me. It's kind of weird, but you know, that's how it is. 3rd mod, and it's a rifle one, so you know, all my friends will tell you that. You know, all of my friends know that I do this and that I'm more talkative. Depending on who it is, but I'm generally more talkative around them, and then also I'm extremely talkative on here because I'm just kind of talking out of my butt, not really, you know, faking anything, but I'm just talking. I'm talking to talk, and you know, I know people like to hear about, you know, stuff like real life and whatever. I get that. But really, I mean, you know, I like that I started kind of doing this whole YouTube thing. It's a great way, you know, especially doing gameplay and commentary. I'm kind of dealing with the stress of my life, you know, in 2 ways. One, if I'm angry or I'm depressed or anything like that, I can just kind of go this, you know, any game, you know, like this or whatever, just any game in general, and just play the heck out of it and stress out over that, you know, which is still not really that healthy, but I can work through my stress on the game, and at the same time doing commentary allows me to talk about it, and it's kind of like therapy for me. It sounds kind of selfish when I talk about it. It's kind of selfish, but it helps me deal with shit. It helps me from going, you know, over the deep end and all that stuff, and just kind of being a complete shut-in, even though that's kind of what I am, to be honest. That's the world that I live in. I'm a pretty cynical person. Didn't used to be like that, but you know, times have changed. I've got 2 guys left. I've got 100 energy, so I'll probably freeze the shit out of these guys, and it'll be pretty funny. And 1 frozen, 2 frozen. Let's see. Maybe I could get these guys to... Yep, it works for me. Yeah, but I'm pretty cynical guy. Never used to be like that. I know a lot of people that would look at that way, would be like, "Oh no, I'm just a realist." And they're not really lying. That's kind of what you are. You kind of look at things from as realistic a perspective as, you know, you can give it, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. The world is... I mean, I guess I could say I could blame the world. It's sort of done this to me. Kind of opened my eyes to things a little, and how, you know, it's not some magical, fun time land all the time like when we were kids. You grow up, and, you know, life changes you and stuff. But even so, being this pretty cynical guy that I am, I think I've kind of changed for the better. I've matured for the better, I would suppose. I think in my head anyway, I kind of feel that way. So I deal how I want to deal. I live my life how I want to live it, as long as I'm not, you know, really endangering anyone. That's just how things go. That's how things go, and I still have an internet connection, so hopefully I'll still have one while I escape here. My internet could have just gone down right now, and I wouldn't know.
Excellent work, Tenno.
But yeah, fantastic. So we got that done. Unfortunately, my Frost and my dual Zorans have not leveled. They're about a little bit more than halfway through, which is great. great. That's always good. It's always good. That's done. That enemy facility is still there for Linnea, or Linnea. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if I should do another one. I kind of don't want to, though. There's a spy mission there, and that gets a little aggravating. Another sabotage, and there's a boss fight here. Assassination. Assassination's usually always a boss fight. Then we have a defense mission. From there, we can branch off to Saturn and Venus. So, you know, we'll probably come back to that next time. Let me look at my ranking here real quick. I'm 100, or not 100, I'm 1,800 points away from reaching Gold Initiate, which is great. Look at this. I've played for about 31.5 hours, which is a lot more than when I made that video the other day. And my overall ranking is 6,865th in the world with 600, or what am I even saying? 6,865th in the world with 6,811 kills. Confirmed kills, if you will. So there we go. I'm above Dawn Seeker or whatever, and like Dawn Seeker probably. That's probably pretty funny. Pretty sure that guy thought he was pretty funny. And below Elysium, or however you pronounce that. I'm pretty shitty at pronunciation, so anyway, when we come back next time, we'll probably be doing more of these levels. I don't know how many, but hope you enjoyed. These episodes should be up throughout the week, and I'll see you later. So, thank you. Bye.